Hey there, Melamina here. Welcome back to my bikini competition journey. Last week in episode number 2, I talked about my first progress update, my first check-in with my new coach. So if you missed it, go ahead and go back and take a peek at that. It's pretty impressive. I was pretty impressed. In this week's episode, I wanted to talk about a major challenge that I am going through, did go through, all of the above. So I'm struggling with whether or not to record this because it feels kind of weird, but this is real life and this is part of the journey. This is part of what's going on. So I'm gonna go ahead and record it. I have a pretty big challenge in my journey this week. Because as I'm recording this, I am actually packing to go to Houston to visit my mother. She's in the hospital, and it looks like she's not going to make it. So she was recently diagnosed with MDS, which is the short version of adult onset leukemia. I don't remember exactly what MDS stands for at this moment. But yeah, she was diagnosed not too long ago with adult onset leukemia, and she's been getting blood transfusions and platelet transfusions and antibody transfusions weekly, multiple times a week, like 3 or 4 times a week. And this past Monday, she was supposed to start chemotherapy. It was like a liquid chemotherapy or something. It wasn't like a traditional chemo. It was supposed to be less harsh. And she was going to go into the hospital for that on Monday, but they did a platelet transfusion first, and there was some kind of reaction. They don't think really that it was the transfusion that caused the reaction, but it kind of coincided with that. They're not really sure what the origin or the impetus for this was. But she's not doing well. She spent the last several days in the critical care unit, and they have her on oxygen, but her body is filling with fluid and they're unable to release the fluid. So she also has specific medical requests of what she does and does not want, and she doesn't want a lot of like life-saving measures to be taken, and she definitely does not want to be hooked up to tubes and stuff. So the main concern at the moment is she's not breathing well, and so she has to have the oxygen, but that is a mask, and unfortunately means that she's unable to eat. And when I spoke to the nurse earlier today, she said that she looks very close to departing. So I'm packing to go visit her, and I'm hoping that I get there in time. And yeah, so as far as my fitness journey goes, it's kind of gonna be on pause a little bit. I'm probably not gonna be able to do my workouts. There's only one scheduled over the weekend anyway. And I'm gonna do my best to eat as healthy as I possibly can, but I won't be able to do what I did a few weeks ago when I visited my dad, which was land and then go to the store and buy what I needed for the weekend. And I just cooked all my meals and I took them around with me when I went to visit people like a crazed lunatic. And I never ate anything else. I didn't eat out with anyone, or didn't eat at anybody's house. But I won't be able to do that this time because I'm going to be in the hospital with her, and I'm going to be tending to her. So as best I can, spending time with her. So I will make the best choices that I possibly can as I move through time and space, and and we're gonna go from there. So yeah, not all of life is pretty all the time, and things don't always go as we planned, and we have to adjust and go on and do the best that we can with what we've got. So I'll be touching base as the weekend moves on, I guess, or maybe I won't. Maybe I'll record more of this when I get back, but yeah, that's where we're at the moment. Okay, just landed in Houston, and I'm trying to find something to eat real quick. So far today I had my protein shake and my gluten-free piece of toast. It's like a cinnamon raisin toast with some peanut butter, and I brought a little tiny bag of nuts with me, so I had that on the plane. I'm a little bit behind on my my vitamins today, so I'll have to take those real quick too. And yeah, I'm gonna see if I can find a banana and maybe like a wrap or something. I was able to squeeze in my cardio this morning, so yay, super cool that I was able to get that in, because I have no idea what exercise is going to be like while I'm here. I'm going to see if I can fit it in the gym, but honestly, I have no idea. So I've never been to this airport before, so I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to. And then as soon as I grab something, we're going to head over to the, we're going to head over immediately to the hospital. So I will check back in later. Okay, so today went a little bit better than I was expecting. I was definitely expecting the worst, and way better than expected. My mom is definitely not doing well, but when she saw me, she perked up, and we were able to chat for quite some time, and it was really nice. She actually has a breathing mask on at the moment, so it's tough for her to talk, but she's able to write things down, and that was really helpful. So she turned into a little bit of a chatty Cathy there for a minute before she got kind of tired, but that was really nice, and it was good to see her. And then as far as the fitness portion of it goes, I'm able to do macros in addition to just straight up following what my coach has outlined for my nutrition. So today I've been tracking macros and doing pretty good. I'm a little bit under on some stuff, especially protein and actually on my carbs, but I hit my fats, which also means I'm a little bit short on my calories overall. But honestly, for a travel day and for like an emergency travel day, this was pretty good. It looks like I will be able to go to the gym tomorrow, so awesome. I'm staying with my cousin, excuse me, I'm staying with my cousin, and she has a gym membership, so I'm going to hit up that gym tomorrow morning. And my mom made us laugh today. At one point, she was kind of laying there, and she just sort of perked up for a moment and said, "Okay, out." She literally kicked us out of the room. So I think she was just tired. So we're going to go back and see her tomorrow. So that was how today went. Okay, so I just finished my workout. It's like the absolute last place that I wanted to be was at the gym today. Had a really good cry last night and talked to some other family members, which was really helpful and supportive. And dragged my body out of bed this morning to come hit the gym. My cousin is a member of this like really beautiful gym. It's called Life Force. Lifetime. It's called Lifetime. Felt good to move my body this morning, and it was a lower body day, so slinging really heavy weights around, it reminded me of my dad. I totally felt like my dad this morning. But yeah, we'll be going back to the hospital in a little bit. I'm gonna clean up. We're probably gonna grab a bite to eat and then head back over. I felt a little bit guilty for making this time to come to the gym. It just felt so shallow, and and selfish. But you know, honestly, like, especially in times like this, we have to remember to take care of ourselves too. And it, you know, I reminded myself yesterday that she literally threw us out. She was like, okay, I'm done, come back tomorrow. So you know, it was nice too. It kind of felt like she was giving permission to take care of ourselves, and I really appreciate that reminder, and I'm grateful for that. And I just wanted to throw it out there too. Like, I brought some things, some other like self-care items. I've been using the doTERRA. These are touch rolls. This is from, they have like a six pack of aromatherapy oils, and this one's called Forgive. So my mother and I have had a really strained relationship, and I wasn't sure if I would need to forgive me, forgive her, who knows. So I brought Forgive. And another one that I brought with me is called Console. And I've been using this one a lot already. Like, I used it yesterday and I used it today. And I'll probably continue to use this one for sure today. They smell really great too, but even beyond that, like, this one, it's called a comforting blend, and it really is. It's been helping a lot to support the grief. So I'm gonna pause for now, and I'll check back in a little bit later and give y'all an update. So another quick update. Spent a lot of time with my mom yesterday, and she was doing really well. They stopped the transfusions. If I haven't mentioned yet, she has MDS, which is an adult onset form of leukemia. And they had been giving her a ton of blood transfusions, like a few times, anywhere from like 1 to 3 times a week. And the last time she had a blood transfusion is kind of like when all this chaos started. So she had decided a while ago to stop doing the transfusions, and that's been helping a lot. So they gave her some diuretics to reduce the swelling and the fluid that was circulating through her body, and that's been helping a lot. So it's alleviated a lot of pressure that was being put on her lungs and her heart, making it difficult to breathe. So doing a lot better in that sense. But her oncologist came in to the room the other day, yesterday actually, and said that we're kind of just confirmed that we're making the correct decision. And that decision is that today she's going to go into hospice, and she's pretty much stopped all other medication anyways. MDS is not a curable disease, and we knew that from the time that she was diagnosed. So everything that we were doing was just trying to see if we could extend her life and quality of life a little bit longer. She was scheduled to start chemotherapy last Monday, and that was the day that they gave her the transfusion, and everything went sideways. So she never even started chemotherapy. So there's really nothing else that modern medicine can do at this point except make her comfortable. And she wanted to spend the weekend with me since I came out. And so she knows that tomorrow I'll be leaving to go back to San Diego. And so she's decided to enter hospice today. So from a fitness perspective, I did my cardio workout this morning, and I had my protein shake, and I've been pretty good. I've been tracking macros, a little bit low on protein and stuff, but otherwise I've been mostly hitting the macros, which is pretty good. I'm supposed to be tracking micros too. That's always a bit harder, but I think I'm doing okay on that too, and taking care of myself as best I can. And then we're gonna head over to the hospital again today, and just kind of see how it goes. So next update when I've got it. Well, I just left the hospital not too long ago for the last time and said my goodbyes, and it was not easy, but I'm really grateful that I got that opportunity. And I just stress ate for my last meal. I had leftover, there was a leftover half of a burrito from somebody else's dinner earlier, and I was like, I don't care. So I ate it, had a couple of pieces of cookie too, and I'm convincing myself that calories don't count right now. So I'll be flying home in the morning, and my mom is still with us at the moment and hanging in there. But the process has definitely started, and now it's just waiting for a phone call. But I'm really, really grateful for this time that I got to spend with her. So I'm at the airport in Houston, and I'm flying home to San Diego today. When I woke up this morning, I had a text message saying that my dad is in the hospital, that he was having trouble breathing, and his heart rate was real high again still, and his blood pressure was real high, so he went to the hospital on an ambulance, and now he's been admitted. I just got off the phone with the hospital not too long ago. So, yay, it gets better. I'm fucking exhausted. I just went through security at the airport, and of course I forgot to take my water bottle out of my purse, so they were going to dump it and make me go through the line again, and I wasn't about to do that, so I told them to just throw the bottle away. I think I might have mentioned this already, but I stress ate last night. I had a leftover half of a burrito and a couple of pieces of cookie. I don't really feel great this morning, kind of regarding that decision, but in the moment I didn't care. I didn't want to have to think about one more thing about trying to figure out what I was going to eat and how it was going to fit macros and whatever the fuck else. So whatever. But I had my protein shake again this morning, and it's kind of a lot on top of what I ate last night. Flying back home soon, and I'll have to hit the gym because today is a weight training day. So that's where I'm at right now. Today is May 9th, and I flew back to San Diego, and as I landed, I got a text from my cousin saying that right around the time my flight left, my mom let go and she died. I feel like this decision was like every other medical decision she's been making. I think that she just decided she wanted to spend the weekend with me and have Mother's Day with me, and she didn't want me to see her that way and be there when she died, and so she waited until I left. She asked me yesterday what time my flight was, and I told her 8 a.m., and that's what she chose to do. She decided to wait. My cousin and my aunt were literally like 2 steps away from walking into her room, and she died. I was told that it was peaceful, and I'm in awe to be able to witness how coherent and lucid and in charge she was of this whole process. This is like what I want for when I transition over to the other side. Like, I want to be in such in control and so empowered the way that she was. I've always envisioned that for myself, and to be able to like witness it firsthand was really, really fucking cool. So we did not always have the best relationship, and we had gone years and years and years without talking, but boy, I tell you, I am so glad that I was there this weekend, and this is the best Mother's Day I could have ever, even though I'm not a mom, I'm a cat mom, but whatever, but this was the best day I could have ever spent with her, the best weekend. Still have to go to the gym. I just ate something. I was talking to my cousin, and she said, that's okay, it'll probably be the best gym workout you have. You're gonna work all this stuff out, all this emotion out. So I hope so. I'll probably cry at the gym, who knows. I cried almost the whole plane ride home, and the poor sweet 20-something couple who was flying out to San Diego for a visit got to hear me sob for hours on the plane, so bless their hearts for being stuck next to me, but whatever. So yeah, arrangements have been made, and this is real life, and just because we're on some kind of a journey doesn't mean that real life still doesn't really happen. But boy, am I glad I got to tell my mom all about it in person. And it had been the first time in 7 years that I saw her, and the last time ever. But she was so peaceful and so calm and chill, and that is so not like her. She used to be so angry and bitter, and it was so nice to see her at peace and happy and in her own gratitude, and talking to people and thanking them and thanking me and thanking all the nurses for their care and attention. And it was a beautiful sight to see. I got to see her as the beautiful woman, strong soul that I know had always been in there. And I am so grateful for that. And I'm grateful for her demonstrating what that can be like. And me being able to see firsthand just how strong and loving and compassionate and calm and peaceful she can really be. So, I love you, Mama, and whatever pain you were in is over now. So, that's it. I don't necessarily condone making videos while driving, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So I just went to the gym not too long ago, and I think it went okay. Honestly, I don't remember much of it. Feel like I was just going through the motions. Did go heavier on some things, but honestly, it was tough to focus. I've been eating better. I'm back home in San Diego, and I've been sticking to my nutrition program now that I'm home, and it feels really good in my body to be eating good, clean foods. I do kind of regret the comfort eating last night. Felt good in the moment, but man, I felt kind of sick this morning when I woke up. Not so awesome. And then I just went to the chiropractor. Self-care is so important. It can feel really selfish sometimes, but it is so important to keep up with our own self-care. Whether we're training for a bikini competition or not, like, it's just really important to keep up with it. So I went to my chiropractor and just got an adjustment, and oh man, it was a good one. I really needed it, so I'm grateful for that. I'm gonna schedule a massage sometime, probably for tomorrow. I have to hit the gym again tomorrow, so I'll do that. But yeah, I mean, pockets of crying here and there, but keeping up with healthy habits, and it feels really good and nourishing. So I've been home for a couple of days now, and just trying to kind of get back into the swing of things. I've had a really beautiful outpouring of people calling and texting and messaging and all the things, sending their love and condolences, and for that I am so grateful. So if you're one of the folks who've reached out, thank you so very much. I don't know that I ever mentioned this, but apparently the same day that my mom made her transition, my dad went into the hospital. So my journey is not over with folks in the hospital. Good times. But he's doing mostly okay. He's got some weird heart stuff going on, so they're checking in on that. But yeah, it has been quite a ride this week. Our life goes on, and even though we've got goals and things that we're working on in our lives, real life still happens, and we need to remain flexible and make time and space for the things that are truly important. And at the same time, you know, our goals are important too. You know, we only get one life, and we're given desires for a reason, and we're meant to achieve them. We're meant to live out those things. And I'm just really grateful that my mom saw that I was on this journey and was actually the very first person to comment on my very first video. So I'm gonna say she was probably my number one fan, although honestly she's got competition with my dad, so I don't know there. But now she gets to watch from a different vantage point, and I am at peace knowing that. And I'm also at peace and incredibly grateful that we were able to reconnect in a really meaningful and beautiful way. We didn't always have the best relationship, and it was tough and rocky and a roller coaster. And in the end, I mean, we were both able to put down whatever it was that was getting in the way, and we were able to hold each other in so much love and devotion and caring. And I'm gonna remember her that way. I got to finally see her as the beautiful, loving, caring, compassionate woman that I always knew was inside of her. And I got to experience that for an entire weekend. And it's bittersweet that it was over Mother's Day, but honestly, I think it's more sweet because now every Mother's Day I get to remember just how wonderful that experience really was. So thank you again for being on this journey with me. And thank you for watching episode number 3. Next week, I will be doing my second check-in with my coach, and I'll be giving you an update on my progress. Again, any questions, comments, concerns, or interpretive dances, please leave them in the comments below, and I will do my best to answer them. If it's a long enough question or comment or something, maybe I'll make an entire video out of it. I'm definitely open to ideas of content that y'all want to see as far as this journey goes. So, I mean, feel free to comment that. And finally, if you enjoyed this or any of the other videos that I have shared so far, please give them a like, thumbs up. Feel free to share with anyone you might think would enjoy this, and hit that subscribe button wherever it is to stay connected and informed of when my next video will drop. I'm usually, I'm trying to drop them every Friday, so stay tuned. All right, thanks for watching. See you later.